It's going to be interesting to see what comes out of that meeting if Berat Albayrak can continue to build confidence in the international financial community and try to build a little bit on this bit of momentum that has built up with the Turkish economy at the moment when he outlines his plans for the Turkish economy in the next few weeks and months. The last time Berat Albayrak was at the centre of so much international attention was last week when he was delivering a speech outlining Turkey's new economic model, and right at the same time Donald Trump put out this tweet saying he was going to increase tariffs on Turkish steel and aluminium. But certainly there's a lot of attention on what Berat Albayrak is going to say. We understand about 4,000 investors have registered to take part in that teleconference, but not all of them are expected to be able to hear directly about what he's got to say. And you mentioned there the Turkish economy had been improving in the last 24 hours or so. At the start of the week, the Turkish lira against the dollar was trading at a record low at 7.24. Within the last few hours, it's been trading at below 6. And I think there's a couple of reasons for the recovery in the last few hours. One of them is that huge investment of $15 billion from Qatar, which was announced when the Emir came to Turkey yesterday. The other is a series of new rules which have been announced by financial regulators here in Turkey, one of which is going to limit the ability of speculators to bet on the lira, and the other is to allow loans to be restructured for Turkish businesses more easily.
The lira is recovering, Andrew, but is anyone saying that the worst is over yet?
I think it's very difficult to predict, but if all goes well for Berat Albayrak this afternoon, there could be a bit of breathing space for the Turkish economy next week, because in Turkey it's a public holiday. It's the Bayram festival, the Eid festival. And from Turkey's point of view, they don't want to escalate this dispute even further with the United States, because what they're saying is we will just wait for the United States to do something and then we will be forced to react. So we've had the United States imposing sanctions on two ministers. Turkey then did the same. Then we had Donald Trump announcing aluminium and steel tariff increases, and then Turkey announced tariffs on US goods of its own. So really, from Turkey's point of view, the ball is in the United States court. But this dispute, from what both sides are saying, it doesn't really seem very close to being resolved, because we've got economic factors and political factors here as well. The White House spokesman saying these new tariffs from Turkey are a step in the wrong direction. We've still got Mike Pence, the vice president in the United States, tweeting saying that Turkey should not really test the resolve of Donald Trump. And also on top of that, we've got the Andrew Brunson case, the Christian pastor who's still being detained here in Turkey. The United States still calling for his release, and Turkey still seeing that as an attempt to interfere in the Turkish legal system.